This standard costing normally applied on profit making industry. Profit is estimated. Actual profit is different from that of actual profit. Sorry, actual profit is different from that of estimated profit. What you call it out as standard profit, and the difference you put it out as profit variance. What really would have caused profit variance? What do you mean by variance? Variance is nothing but difference. When you say difference, you can have positive as well as negative. So therefore, we don't use the term as difference. Here we call it out as variance, and therefore we can assign positive variance, favorable variance, negative variance, adverse variance. So we don't use the term difference. Difference would mean absolute without any sign, whereas variance you can put it out with signs, favorable and unfavorable or adverse. Profit variance, if you take up profit variance, if you look into the causes, what are the causes of profit variance? Sales, the other one being cost, because sales minus cost equal to profit. Sales minus cost equal to profit. So of that, when you say as sales, it could be on account of selling price or on account of volume. We'll take up a little later this variance on sales. So if you take up cost, we can identify the cost into three. And one more important thing is that profit variance, we don't extend beyond factory. The standard costing is applied only to the stage up to works. We don't take it to office and administration. We don't extend it to selling and distribution. Standard costing is restricted only to the application of factory, and we don't extend the standard costing to office and administration and selling and distribution. So material, labor and overheads, I mean factory overheads. In this, you classify that into two as variable overheads and fixed overheads. We don't extend the standard costing to office and administration and selling and distribution. So of this, the very important one is material. So majority of your variance will come in this sector. Come on, kindly just make note, then I will take up one by one. 6,200. Now, this is not an item to be copied. I will ask you a question. Is it fair? See, your expectation is that you have to do 1,000 units. And actually you have produced and sold only 960. So if somebody is asking you to find out what is the cost for the variance, that's why that 5,000 rupees profit had gone up to 6,200. You may feel happy that 6,200 is much better than 5,000, but it may be true or it may not be true. But comparison with 1,000 units of performance with 960 units of performance would not be fair. It is not fair to compare the profit expected from 1,000 units and the profit that is expected from 960 units. So I told you 12 hours you have got to study, 12 hours you can use it for your personal purpose. Your person is not taking leave or not taken leave and he says that he is studying only 4 hours. Can I just scold him saying that, what is that, I told you to study for 12 hours whereas you are studying only for 4 hours. Can I scold him? All of you. No, 1,000 units and 960 units cannot be taken for comparison. He is attending to the office, so therefore I cannot expect him to produce 12 hours of study. So therefore an alteration I got to give in the budget itself to match with office going student, the other one being full time who had taken leave for studies. Are you understanding, all of you? So 1,000 units in this case is like leave taken scenario, whereas this 960 is office going scenario. You cannot take these two things for comparison. Therefore, comparison is not fair between the two. And what is that I should do? So, should I convert actuals to 1,000 or 1,000 to 960? All of you, are you understanding? Should I convert 960 actuals to 1,000 or should I do a revision in the budget? Which one I should do? Should I alter the actual or should I alter the budget? The simple one. What is that we should do? Dilip? Alter the actual, alter the budget. Huh? Suresh, budget. Budget. There is alteration, what you have to do? See, now I don't understand what is how you can alter actual. How you can act? There is, you have to come to office tomorrow. Means what is that? No, sir, I cannot come. Can you just say all that? Oh, no problem. So he will dictate terms with that. What is it you are telling? I will tell my mother. You cannot just for others. Ankush, today you have to come 31st July. E-filing you have to do 31st auditing class. Nothing doing. Come. Yes, sir. Sir, up to 1 o'clock, sir, I will. Okay, come. Then, sir, I will come in the evening and work, sir. So there is no time limit for this e-learning. Up to midnight we can just do, sir. In the night also I will work. Previous day night also I will work, sir. So please just. So please understand, actuals can never be altered. If you alter actuals, then it becomes fraud. Anywhere for that matter, mind that. So not applicable to accounting, anywhere for that matter. So altering actuals are always fraud. God created. Are you understanding? So don't change actuals. What is that you should do? You should change only the budget. So then you call that as, what is that? Standard. Now you can easily understand what is standard and what is budget. So standard is nothing but alteration admitted in budget in tune with actuals. That is standard. Now you can understand what is standard. So if I tell 10 times also, it will not get into the mind. Slowly only we have got to tell. So now you tell what is standard. Initially I said it is a norm and all that. Correct. Your mother taking half an hour time is correct. Norm. That is a standard. Every day she is trying to achieve only that. Come on. So what is standard now? Standard is nothing but alteration in the budget in tune with actual. Now comparison, for which I will not take up this. Now I will alter the budget. If I had forecasted 960 units of sales, how much would have been the sales value? We will use calculator. We will use calculator. 48,000. So now, if you are compared 50,000 and 49,000, you would have given the sales manager a beating on his. You would just say, what is it you have done? You should have achieved 50,000. See, you can question him why he had told less that number of. That is a different thing. But on to the sales price, he had done well. For 960, what is the sales he had booked? He should have booked 48, whereas he had done 49. That means he had just gone in for some amount of increase in price. Next one. Material. So 19,200. Now I can ask the production manager, what is that he had consumed extra? The norm says 20,000 for 1,000 units. For 9,960 units, how much should have been the consumption? 19,200. Whereas he had taken 21,000. Comparison will be fair this way, not this way. Are you understanding? So therefore, it is not budget versus actual. It is standard versus actual, or you can say revision in the budget in tune with the actual is standard. Are you understanding? Next one. What is the next one? 15,360. 15,360. Next one, 3,000. Next, 5,000 only. Why? Because fixed overhead. Now, there are two ways of accounting in standard costing we have. What is that? If you are altering the fixed overhead just like any other overhead, then it becomes absorption costing. If you are not altering the fixed overhead, then it becomes marginal costing. So, in standard costing itself, you are right. In standard costing itself, we have two approaches. What are the two approaches that we have? One is absorption costing, the other one is marginal costing. So, therefore, we may consider both. How much you said? 4,000, 4,800. 4,800 or 5,000. This one is absorption costing system and this one is marginal costing system. So, therefore, the profit that you develop under marginal costing and absorption costing would be different. Are you understanding, all of you? So, now what is the conclusion that we make from this analysis? What is the conclusion that we make from this analysis? Standard is nothing but alteration in the budget in tune with actuals.